Check, are we on? Check. And hello, everybody, and welcome to the 72nd Annual
Thanksgiving Eve Classic between the Curtis Warriors and St. Peter's Eagles. There is a capacity crowd on hand tonight and not a seat in the house. I'm not saying that the fire department needs to be here, but I'm letting you know that this is absolutely the hottest ticket in town and the best place to be. If you don't know anything about us, we are doing a special live broadcast of the Nobody Cares Sports Show, broadcasted out of Maker Park Radio.nyc, out of Maker Park Radio here on the lovely North Shore of Staten Island. I'm your host, Danny Chenard, and I'll be providing you with the play-by-play this evening. If you don't know anything about the Curtis-Peters rivalry, allow me to fill you in just a bit. Earlier tonight, we had the JV game, and it wasn't even close, unfortunately. Coach Ryan Wood's St. Peter's boys put up a valiant fight, but they lost 54-44 to the Curtis Warriors in front of a capacity crowd. Now, as the gym starts to fill up even more, the Curtis fans on the opposite stands away from us, the Peters fans directly in front of us, the most raucous environment in all of high school sports here tonight, Thanksgiving Eve, the College of Staten Island, and boy, have we got a dandy for you. And it's true, neighbors oftentimes turn out to be the most bitter of rivals. You heard of University of North Carolina Tar Heels. You've heard of the Duke Blue Devils. You've heard of the Hatfields and McCoys. Well, tonight I'm telling you about Curtis and Peters. And right now the Holy Grail was taken care of better than the overall records from this matchup. And guess what? They lost that too. For argument's sake, we're going to say that the Thanksgiving Eve games are split, and tonight's game will decide who takes the edge. If you have an issue with that, I have a message for you. Nobody cares. This game has always been a toss-up. Too early in the year to tell who's going to be the best team. The better team may not be the winner tonight. Vegas bookies wouldn't even touch this game with a 10-foot pole. St. Peter's are the slight favorite heading into tonight's game. Curtis won this contest last year, but Peters took the Island Championship. Tonight, Curtis looks for redemption behind Adeleo Yaconme and a very athletic and fast Curtis team. On the other side of the court, St. Peter's is led by 6'7" star forward Liam Murphy. He has size and can shoot the three. And Curtis, what kind of game can we expect from them tonight? Well, Curtis is going to come out and they're going to play an up-tempo game. They like to push the ball up and down the court as quick as possible. On the other end, St. Peter's, they're going to look to counter that, slow it down, and play more of a half-court game. I've had the opportunity to catch up with both coaches before this matchup. They both feel that they have the edge, but the experts have come in and they have weighed, and they say that tonight, St. Peter's is a slight edge in this game. I'm not going to give you a spread because that kind of stuff doesn't exist with high school sports, but I would say that you could pretty much slice it with a razor blade. This game is going to be a close one. Now, joining me tonight, none other than the Commodore will be joining me for color commentary. And once again, Commodore, thank you for coming on the broadcast.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you very much, Dan, for having me back tonight. This place is filling up quick. It's going to be real exciting, Dan.
I got a really, really good feeling about tonight. I don't know how they let us in the building, but you know why?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That's correct. If you're out there playing and they won't cover it, we will. That's our job. When nobody cares, we care about you. Now tonight, like I said, we have a capacity crowd on hand. How do you feel about the energy in the building tonight, Commodore?
This building is really heating up. There's a line outside to get in here. It's a sold-out event. This is a great place for these high school kids to be. No place better to be on Thanksgiving Eve than right here. I remember when I played many, many moons ago, the only way you got into this game was with a team jacket on. That's the way you got in. It was so popular. Unless you played ball, if you played baseball, football, bowling, track.
Of course, we know
into the game
back then they didn't have a three-point line, and things are changed a little bit differently.
No, this is a completely different game now, Dan.
Completely different game.
Real big. This is like big-time high school basketball.
This is as big as it gets tonight. And tonight I can assure you that you'll be able to watch everything live. We have absolute cutting-edge technology brought to you by the good folks at Maker Park Radio here in Staten Island. And a big thank you to Tom Ferry and his wife, Kristen, for coming through tonight and absolutely supporting us in a dynamite fashion.
We're two wonderful people.
Two wonderful people. We are about 9 minutes away from tip-off here We're going to turn this camera around and let you get a piece of the action in just a few minutes. We're going to have starting lineups, player introductions, and the national anthem. You're listening to Nobody Cares Sports Show. I'm Danny Chenard. We'll be back after this. once again, everybody, you're currently tuned in to an NCSS broadcast. And the live image that you're looking at is the court here at the College of Staten Island, Willowbrook, Staten Island. It is normally the home to the College of Staten Island Dolphins. They call this place the Tank. There's signs everywhere. They say, "Welcome to the Tank." Typically, that means your team is in the tank, but not here. That's just some of the lingo that we have. We're waiting just a couple of moments, and we're going to have the starting lineup from both teams, including all player introductions. And we're also going to have a presentation of colors and the national anthem. We're about 2 minutes away from entering all of that pre-show stuff. Just want to remind everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Maker Park Radio, and to all our sponsors that have helped us out in such tremendous ways, to Tom and Company for providing us with all our digital and print media needs. If you need any advertising out there, Staten Island, you know that there's a one-stop shop located on the South Shore representing all of this great rock that we call home. And you could reach out to Tom and Company for those needs, and a big shout out to those guys. Also, just want to say a big thanks once again to everybody at Maker Park Radio and both high schools, both St. Peter's and Curtis High School, giving us the A-OK to broadcast here tonight. Of course, we couldn't have done it without the help of the College of Staten Island as well. And it seems that we're now moving closer to player introductions. The teams are coming off the court. They'll be back in about 4 minutes. If you don't hear any sound on the other end, please do not freak out. You might hear a little chatter, a little crowd volume, and such like that. I can assure you everything here is working great thanks to our support staff, including Dom Spinelli, our statistician, and his 2 wonderful grandsons helping us out tonight, to BJ McNamara, our key grip man, Tom Ferry in charge of technology, Freddie Mangin, the producer. Where would we be without each other?
Yeah, Sal and Anthony Spinelli Jr.
We got Sal and Anthony Spinelli Jr. Thank you, fellas, for coming out. Ultimate Stat Boys. Thank you to Eric Ritzer, who gets everybody in the front door. We appreciate him very much. We're about 3 minutes out, and once again, I'm your host, Danny Chenard, doing the play-by-play this evening. Look forward to all of you hanging out for the rest of this game. It's going to be a classic.
With Nationwide.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to take a moment to thank our sponsor for tonight, Jag 1 Physical Therapy. There's 4 locations on Staten Island for all of your aches and pains. You can visit them at jag1pt.com. Jag 1 Physical Therapy. Get back the life that you love. As always, tonight's winner will be going home with the Michael C. Fiore Memorial Trophy, along with a year's worth of bragging rights. It appears that the players are ready, the referees are ready. Cheerleaders, are you ready? Now what I want to know, are the fans ready? Please, high school fans, are you ready? St. Peter's, 6th man, are you ready? Without further ado, the starting lineups. First, the starting lineup for tonight's visiting team, the 2-time reigning Staten Island basketball champion, St. Peter's Eagles. At guard, number 5, Robbie Mitchell. At guard, number 15, Tom Ritzer. At forward, number 12, Clancy. At forward, number 14, Hervey. And at center, number 3, Jamal. The starting lineup for tonight's home team and last year's winner of the Mike C. Fiore And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise for the singing of our national anthem as performed by Curtis High School's own SINY.
All right, everybody, and we are back live. That was the presentation of the national anthem brought to you by a student none other than Curtis High School's own. And now we are ready. The pressure is set. Both teams are fired up now. And we have the crowd on each side making respective noise, trying to outbid the other. You are looking at the Curtis's fan section, and directly in front of us underneath the camera is the St. Peter's Eagles fan section. The teams have now approached half court, and we await the tip. Commodore, looks like it's going to be a hell of a game.
Oh, Dan, this looks really good. The matchups or the starting lineups look really fantastic. Seems as though St. Peter's is a little bigger than Curtis right now. Curtis will probably come out running and gunning like the coach said. And here we go.
And the tip is up. St. Peter's controls it. And Nabi Masiga dribbles it across the timeline. Guarded at the top of the key. He moves right. Garrison Watkins on him. They kick the ball to the corner. Tommy Latito back up top. A three is short. Rebounded by Peters, and they will reset. Jamal Achille working the offense. Passing it to Tommy Latito. Back to Achille. Moving the ball. He's double pressured. Eagles doing everything they can right now to try and penetrate the paint. A spin move and an excellent block underneath the hoop by Darnell Askew. Curtis back the other way. And an offensive foul is called on Darnell Askew.
It's the first of the night with 7:04 remaining in the first quarter, Dan.
Both teams trying to settle into this ball game. Chris Clancy bringing the ball across the timeline. Jamal Achille now. Passes it to Clancy. Clancy kicks it to Murphy. Off the mark for 3, and it'll be Curtis ball.
Dan, I thought the tempo would be a little quicker here in the beginning, but it seems as though they're just sizing one another up nicely right now.
Well, all fights start with a little bit of a give and take in the beginning.
Yep, we sure do.
Jeloni Clark kicks it over to Adelaide Oyakonmi, and he bangs it from downtown.
Yeah, 6:21 remaining in the first quarter. Curtis 3, Peters 0.
There are our first points of the game. Peters looking to come back and answer on their own. Driving the lane, it's intercepted by Curtis. Here come the other way. Easy layup missed, and he gets his own rebound is Darnell Askew. Curtis now up 5-0.
5:52 remaining. Curtis is starting to run a little bit now, Dan.
Nabi Masiga brings it across the court. Moves to his right. Liam Murphy receives it at the top. Shoots a 3 and hits.
Oh, baby, from downtown.
Peters is on the board. Curtis up 5-3. Adelaide Oyakonmi now kicks it to Jeloni Clark. Jeloni Clark over to Watkins. Watkins now back up to Clark. He tells his offense to settle down. Curtis with a little back and forth action. Could have been an over-the-top call on Peters. No call.
Yeah, letting him play.
And we have a dead ball here. Let's see what the call is.
Looks like a foul.
Well, looks like there is a foul out there. The ref said it was number 6. There's nobody out there with that. And now here's the inbounds. Jeloni Clark bringing it across the timeline. Drives to the lane. The kick underneath. Oh, and the dunk missed by Askew. But a foul called.
That foul was on Liam Murphy. That was his first foul.
And now Askew to the line. And he'll be shooting 2.
First one's good. A lot of poise here. A lot of pressure. Full gym. Thanksgiving Eve.
All the pressure in the world on these Crits tonight. It's just opening night. Second one is no good. It's tipped out by Curtis.
Well, that's a senior, Darnell Askew there on the line. He's been around.
Eagles ball. And Tommy Latito with the ball now. He kicks it over to Masiga. Masiga now inside, kicks it over to Jamal Achille, who can't convert. Curtis running the other way, quickly pushing the ball up the court. They're set. Peters with a nice rebound now. They're going to look to slow it down and play the slow game. Better in a half-court set.
Peters is trying to slow him down a little bit right now.
And a nice scoop move underneath by Chris Clancy.
Nice. Patience on a part of the St. Peter's Eagles.
Curtis 6, Peters 5. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Oyakonmi stops, pops, fires a 3.
Downtown.
And it's just in and out. A scramble for the ball. Peters comes up with it.
Oh, there's another.
Oh,
it wasn't called there. They got the
walk.
walk.
Yeah.
Oh, that should have went the eye. It was a foul on the other side. Wasn't called, Dan.
A couple of people were traveling on that play, Commodore.
We're handing out transfers at the half court line.
All right. Bruce Goods enters the game for the Warriors. Robbie Mitchell with the ball now. Warriors moving it around the top of the arc. A little do-si-do action, not really penetrating the paint. Now they kick it underneath to Askew, who tries his second dunk of the night and misses yet again. And they're going to call a travel on the Warriors. Bruce Goods, who just checked into the game.
That was a nice play there by Mitchell, feeding him for the dunk. He just missed it there, Dan.
Well, I tell you, he's got to jump about a foot higher. Next time, lay it in.
He's a big guy. He just sort of skied right in.
Son, all you got to do is hit the box on the basket of the hoop. That's all. The back of the hoop. Just hit the box.
Yeah.
Peters now down by 1. 5:18 to go in the first.
Boy, this is fun.
Clancy. Dribble. Stutter tap. Drives. And he's off the mark. Curtis with the rebound. Jelani Clark.
Crowd quieted down a little bit here right now, Dan, with 3 minutes remaining in the first period. 6-5 Curtis.
Now the kick up top. Warriors drive the lane off the mark. Not a lot of scoring so far. Here comes Peters on the break, pushing the tempo around the back to Clancy, who will fire a three, and it's off the mark. Darnell Askew with another rebound. Curtis up 6-5, 2:35 to go in the first.
Good ball movement here by Curtis early on, Dan.
Well, they're moving the ball well at the top of the key, trying to get Peters to get picked on a little roll.
Yeah.
And nothing in the paint that time.
It didn't drop.
Jamal Achille pushing it over to Masiga. Stops and pops from the foul line, and it's no good. Here comes Curtis the other way. Jelani Clark to Watson. Watson to Goods. Back and forth they go. Now they kick it underneath to Askew, who drives, and he doesn't get the friendly roll. Peters with the rebound.
1:30 remaining in the first quarter.
They're going to look to, no, not slow it down. They push. Oh, Doctor. Clancy driving. Liam Murphy driving all the way to the rim.
Liam Murphy, 6'7", power forward.
And now they call a block on St. Peter's. It's a no shooting foul. They will send it out from underneath the basket. Curtis with the inbound underneath. Up top to Askew. Now into the corner. Goods a three off the mark. And rebounded by the Eagles out the other way. Achille now passing it over to Murphy. Murphy underneath to a wide open Miles Kalami.
Yeah, St. Peter's takes the lead here, Dan.
That's Peter's first lead of the game. Now up 9-6 on the Warriors.
45 seconds left.
Askew stops, pops from the foul line, and hits. Curtis back to within one. 9-8. 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
I hear the chant of MVP for this kid Askew early on.
And here's a drive and a foul underneath the hoop. And the foul's going to be on number 5, Bruce Goods. At the line, Chris Clancy. First one is up and in.
Peters by 2. Score now St. Peter's 10, Curtis 8 with 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Clancy at the line completes the double. Peters now lead by a score of 11-8. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And here comes the big man, slowing down his offense. Oyekanmi now kicks it to Goods off the mark. And the rebound touched out. They're going to say
Curtis ball.
Peters ball here. 6.6 to go in the
boy.
first quarter. I don't know. That looked like it was out on Peters.
I thought he pointed in the direction of Curtis here.
Is
Maybe they should have an instant replay.
Is it possible to get a hometown call when you're not home?
Who's home?
I
We're all
think-
home.
Yeah, I think everybody's home tonight. Everybody gets the call. They owe Curtis one.
We're all in the tank.
All right, Peters now dribbles it across the court. 3 seconds on the clock. 2, and they fire it up. It's
Got it
way off the mark.
Oh, that was a good first half. A lot of action right
At
there.
the end of the first quarter from here at the College's Staten Island Athletic Complex, it's the St. Peter's Eagles 11 and the Curtis Warriors 8. Back in a moment.
Again, I'd like to remind everybody tonight's game is being brought to us courtesy of Jag1 Physical Therapy and 4 locations on Staten Island for all your games. You can visit them on the web, jag1sportsy.com, to get information about all the Jag1 locations throughout the 5 boroughs of New York City. Jag1 Physical Therapy. Get back to life you love.
All right, and here we are about set to start the second quarter. And leading both teams in points is Murphy for the Eagles. And Askew is leading the Warriors with 5 points respectively.
Figures it's the two big guys, Dan.
All right, now Curtis down by 3 to start the second quarter. Looking to jump back in front. And a sloppy pass underneath the hoop goes out of bounds off Oyakanmi's hands. And now Peters will inbound the ball. Curtis pressing on defense.
Curtis trying to put a little pressure on the Eagles here.
Well, Clancy now with the ball. Achille with the screen, the pick. Kick to the corner. 2 drives the lane. And there's a blocking foul called on number 5. That's going to be Bruce Goods. I think that's his second foul of the game. No shots. They will inbound the ball from underneath the hoop. Just into the second quarter here at the College of Staten Island. And there is a shot from the corner. Curtis pushing the other way off the rebound. Goods drives, passes to number 15, who's fouled on the shot. That's Eric Jarecki, who will be headed to the line shooting 2. Curtis still down by 3.
Crowd's kind of quiet, Dan. It's a wait-and-see situation here. 3-point game early on.
They can
Make that a 2-point game.
make it a 2-point game, Commodore. Well, the crowd's just waiting for that big play to explode.
I think they're going to erupt. I'm keeping an eye on these Curtis kids up in the back row on the left with no shirts on with the paint.
Oh, yeah.
Warriors across the chest.
And he nails the second one.
Beautiful.
Curtis down 11-10, 7:14 to go in the half.
That's the kind of school spirit you want to see.
Oh, and there is what could have been a clean foul, but he got a lot of his arm underneath the basket, and that foul's going to be on Eric Jarecki. Headed to the line, Tommy Latito for the Peters. He'll be shooting 2.
I'd say it's a pretty even crowd here between Curtis and Peters tonight, Dan.
First
Maybe a
one's
little more
good.
Peters than Curtis, I think. I see a lot of blue.
Well, you're a Curtis guy. You're sitting among St. Peter's guys. Take it easy. They'll hang you out.
I'm okay. I pledge neutrality on the way in the door.
And he makes the second. A sub coming in. And Bernard Holmes entering the game for the first time. And Masiga re-entering the game for the St. Peter's Eagles. Adelaide Okanmi starts his offense. Curtis working it around.
Again, moving the ball well, Curtis.
All Economy now passes it across the court. A good feed underneath.
That time it paid off for them.
Guess who? Darnell Askew. Curtis down 1, 6:44 to go in the half. Nasiga from downtown.
Oh, we're going back and forth now. This is the kind of game we expected, Dan.
They only gave him a 2 on that one. 15-12 Peters.
6:22 remaining in the second period.
Askew now takes the 20-footer from the corner. It's short. Peters pushing the ball the other way. That's not their style, and that's why. There's a turnover.
There's a turnover. 3-on-2.
Curtis pushing it. 3-on-2, and he's fouled.
Oh, draws the foul. That's nice.
Robbie Mitchell will be headed to the line. No, they're gonna say that he wasn't shooting.
They're talking about it right now, Dan. If they ask us, we.
What are these guys exchanging Facebook information?
I don't know what's happening out here. They're going to have a meeting of the coaches now. Coach Driscoll, Coach Archibald, getting together with a referee. Seems to be something askew here, Dan.
I think they want Nobody Cares Sports Show out of here.
Is that what those guys want behind us with the badges?
The ref literally said, "Those two idiots."
Pointed at us?
Yep.
Oh,
can you see that at home, folks? Unbelievable.
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. They're never going to get us.
Well, once we have this timeout, shout out to my nieces in from Missouri, Olivia, Leah, and of course Ella, and of course the Middletown girls, Katie and Abby. Thanks for watching tonight, ladies.
Yeah, let's see what happened over here, Dan. They're not sending them to the line.
Yep, and it's going to be
kicked
up
it out
top
to the point.
Askew, now into the corner. And
air
that
ball.
is no good for Curtis. No good, and he's hearing it from the crowd. Peters now looking to push underneath the scoop. No good. Number 3 gets his own rebound. And a
looked
fight
like a
for
step
the ball.
there to me.
And, oh, boy, Doctor.
Getting interesting.
It is
5:46 in the second period. How about Ella? My little Ella turned 10 years old out there in St. Louis, Missouri. Happy birthday,
Happy
Els
birthday,
Bells.
Els. There you go. Peters now inbounding the ball. 5:45 to go in the half. They're up by 4. Nabi Masiga with the ball. Passing it to Jamel Achille, who drives into the lane.
Nice
and hits.
basket. Nice basket. Took that right into the lane, fingertipped it right into the front of the rim.
Peters has their largest lead of the game. They lead by 6. It's 18-12. 5:20 to go in the half. Askew from the foul line.
Eagle fans coming alive.
Off the mark. Peters with the ball.
5:10 remaining in the second.
Pass underneath. Now the kick outside to Nabi, who fires a 3 and hits.
I think that's his first one of the night.
And Dwayne Archibald, coach of the Warriors, has seen enough.
Yeah, that's a good timeout.
Curtis takes their first time out of the game. Peters leads 21-12. 5:02 to go here in the first half. And now we're back. Curtis brings it across the timeline. Askew from the corner.
4:48 remaining.
Peters with the ball, 21-14. Masiga setting up the offense, drives the lane, stutter step, outside, he kicks it. Liam Murphy drives and hits underneath. Peters up 23-14.
Wow, I don't know what Curtis is going to have to do to stop him here. Down by 8, 4-13.
Well, Peters has been controlling this whole game.
They seem to have slowed Curtis down enough to take control of this game so far.
And there's a big boost off the bench from number 13, Bernard Holmes, senior. He gets his first basket of the game.
There's a reach in on Curtis.
Jeloni Clark picking up the foul. Curtis down 7 here. They'll need a stop if they want to keep themselves in this first half.
I'd like a 3. They got a couple of big guys that could drain those threes from outside too, Dan.
And now Peters brings it across the timeline. That's Chris Clancy with the ball. Clancy kicks it out to Murphy. Murphy fires a 3. Oh, he hit that from Tottenville. Woo-wee. Peters up by 10, their largest lead of the game.
Ferry just left a slip.
They got to answer. Clark now passing it over to their star player. And Oyekanmi now with the ball. Driving the lane. He kicks it out. Jeloni Clark fires a 3. That's an air ball. Oyekanmi with the rebound.
They're fighting for that
Peters
rebound on the
scrapping.
floor.
And then finally a foul called on the Curtis Warriors. Yeah, and that's on number 15, Eric Jarecki. That's his 3rd of the game.
Yeah, that's 9 points for Murphy and 8 for Askew right now, Dan.
Well,
the 2 big guys.
Well,
3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second period. Curtis is down by 10. Got to get busy here. You know, halftime's coming. You want to be in this game going into your locker room at halftime.
Well, no surprise that Liam Murphy leading St. Peter's in scoring. The kid's 6'7". At that point, you're a man amongst boys.
He's a beast. He's a big guy. I hear there are a number of these players on both teams are getting some good looks from Division I
Well,
schools.
Coach Driscoll's doing a hell of a job over there at Peters, and our hats off.
Absolutely.
Hats off to him.
Both programs. It was a pleasure to meet with those coaches earlier this week.
Nobody cares anyway, but that's what we do.
Yeah. I wonder if people are actually listening to this thing tonight.
You know, unfortunately, I think there are a lot of people tuned in. All right, now.
You think they're listening?
Peters inbounds the ball, up by 10. 3 minutes to go in the first half.
It's nice to
Chris
listen.
Clancy with the ball. And a foul called on Darnell Askew at the top of the key.
3 minutes left in the first quarter.
No shot. Liam Murphy was holding the ball, and he was fouled. He will not be headed to the line. Inbounding the ball, number 24, Mike Lafredo, senior forward. Checked into the game here, looking to get a little boost off the bench for the Eagles.
Hey, happy birthday to Leah, 7 years old, too, last week.
How many granddaughters do you have?
my
All right,
grandpa's got
Nabi
5
Masiga
girls.
now with the ball. And he cuts to his right, now drives the lane, and they're going to say that he was fouled yet again, and he'll be headed to the line to shoot 2. Slowly but surely, it seems the Eagles are pulling away with this game.
Well, they're grinding it out. They're not dropping for Curtis. Curtis has missed a lot of shots down their end tonight, Dan.
Absolutely. Masiga drops the first one. Peters up 27-16. 2:51 to go in the first half. 2:51. And he hits the second. Curtis now brings it over half court. Not really a run and gun style from the Warriors that we were hoping to see.
St. Peter's has successfully slowed them down here.
Absolutely.
But, you know, When they're slowed down like this, they have to make their shots, Curtis.
And there's a foul on number 24, Michael Fredo, just checking into the game. And headed to the line, Robbie Mitchell. You got to be kidding me. They're going to say he wasn't shooting?
I don't understand this. This is the second time tonight. I'm glad these refs will be able to see the videotape of this if they go to nobody
Somebody
cares.
write a letter to the league.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares
show.
about these guys.
Yeah, thank God they haven't introduced the instant replay on this level.
Well, and there's a loose ball underneath the rim.
Go.
It's controlled by Curtis. Atop the key, Jeloni Clark fires a three. No good. And they're going to say there's a loose ball foul. And it's going to go against St. Peter's. They keep the ball on this end of the court, folks.
Once again, there was 2 shots off of that, and neither one of them went in for the Warriors.
Curtis getting a lot of second chance opportunities, and they are not capitalizing. St. Peter's with great defense.
Murphy.
Oh, the beautiful pass underneath.
Murphy and Clancy.
Garrison Watkins with the easy land.
Controlling the paint on both ends of the court.
Peters up 28-16, just under 28-18, just under 2 minutes to go here in the half. Peters now feeling the pressure from Curtis's defense. And an easy lay-in underneath the hoop got the defender to leave his feet.
Wow, 30-18, Peters.
Askew goes the other way, and one. He'll be headed to the line. Curtis down by 10, 30-20, 1:34 to go in the half.
These are a couple of important free throws here, Dan.
Well, he's got one free throw, Commodore. He made the layup.
Like I said, Dan, this is an important free throw here.
And that's off the mark.
Got to make those shots from the line when you're down 10 points.
Oh, absolutely. They call it a charity stripe for a reason.
Yep.
St. Peter's playing that half-court offense that they love so much. Miles Kalami with the ball now. Kicks it out to Liam Murphy. Fires a three.
Guy.
It's no good. Curtis with the outlet rebound. They push. Oh, doctor. Galileo Yaconmi with the layup. Curtis down 8. Back the other way. Masiga fires it off the mark.
Oh,
Loose
nice
ball.
rebound.
Peters gets the rebound. Number 3, Jamal Achille puts it in.
Wow, that was a beautiful effort by Achille.
Peters back up by 10. There's
there's
a
a
foul
foul.
the other way.
It was 3 Eagles on the Curtis guy. He's got to get this one right.
And they're going to say that he wasn't in the act of shooting, fouled prior to that, and he'll be shooting 1-and-1 at the free throw line. Robbie Mitchell to the line. It's a 1-and-1 for Robbie. First one is up and good.
Robbie Mitchell's a junior, so this is a big game for him here tonight. He'll get to do this again next year.
It's a great thing to be a part of, Commodore.
Oh, it's fantastic. This is just beautiful.
Second one is off the mark. Peters with the rebound. 32-23. Eagles lead. 40 seconds to go in the half. And that ball is cut off at the pass by the Warriors. Eagles get it back. They are going to call.
That was big.
Doctor. Now this is interesting what happened on this. Joe Ramos lowered his shoulder and flattened the Curtis defender, and they called a block on the back end.
I'm watching Curtis coach Archibald over here, and he does not look happy.
Oh, no, he does not look happy
I'm not
at
so
all.
sure I'd want to be in his locker room at the halftime here.
Well, we won't be introducing anybody from Curtis at halftime. Lord knows they'll be steaming.
I don't know. I think he might have Eric Ritzer, the AD, on.
Ramos, 1-and-1, hits the first.
Back to a 10-point lead. 31.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Peters up 33-23 over Curtis.
And Ramos hits the second.
34-23 Peters.
Curtis looking to bring it to within single digits. 24 seconds on the clock. Askew drives the lane, stop, pops, too strong.
In and out. Good rebound, Curtis.
And there's going to be a charge called on Curtis.
Wow.
And Coach Archibald is not happy. He seemed to think that the defender was moving his feet there.
Hey.
And we can't say too much. We're sitting in the Peters section here. We're not trying to take a lot of heat. I don't know what to tell you. It was a tough call.
Just get through to halftime.
13 seconds to go in the half. Peters dribbles it across the timeline.
He's just scared.
Chris Clancy with the ball. He now kicks it to the corner. Miles Kalami with
2 seconds left on the clock.
Passes it to Ramos, and they don't get off a shot.
He didn't get it off.
At the end of the first half, it's the St. Peter's Eagles 34, the Curtis Warriors 23. We'll be back in just a couple of moments with the athletic director from Curtis High School, Eric Ritzer, as well as the 2008 Jakes Award winner, Ryan Woods, the head coach of the Peters JV basketball program. Back in a couple minutes, folks. You're listening to Nobody Cares Sports Show on Maker Park Radio. Going to be for Ryan. Ryan Woods, he's the coach of St. Peter's Eagles. Yes, absolutely.
All right, we're back here on Maker Park Radio .nyc live, broadcasting to you from the Tank, College of Staten Island. With me right now is Eric Ritzer, the athletic director of Curtis High School. Thank you so much, Eric, for taking a few minutes out of your busy night to come up here and talk to us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, most people don't care, but I know that you do care.
I do care.
Which is why I had you up here.
Thank you.
You know, Eric, you've been around for a little while now, and you're doing a great job up there at Curtis. I must say, I'm a football guy. I really don't know much about this basketball stuff, but Danny's doing a great job here. But tell me, Eric, in your 10 years, what have you seen change with the athletic programs at Curtis High School, especially when it comes to like social media having a play on the games today?
Well, there's been so many different changes. When I was in high school, which was a long time ago, there weren't cell phones, there wasn't Twitter, there wasn't Facebook or Instagram. So I just think now there's so much technology and there's so many different ways to get your program or your athlete out there that it's just unbelievably vast.
Yeah.
And even the Advance, the Advance 25 years ago was, a microcosm of what it is now. So it's a much different world. It's a technology world. Yes.
Yeah, times are changing. I remember how hard it was years ago just to get a game filmed.
Right.
And now, you could stand up here in a crowd with a phone and
Absolutely.
film a game. It really changes things.
Absolutely.
I think it's really good. Tell me, what do you think about the game tonight?
Well, so far, I don't
You're not too happy right now,
I don't like what I'm seeing, but it's early. I think, I'm not going to lie, I think we're pressing a little bit. Adioli Atunji, number 0, is 4 points away from 1,000.
Okay.
So I think that's playing on the minds of not only him, but his teammates.
So he can hit 1,000 points here tonight?
He probably will. He only needs 4 more. We have the ball in the ceremony waiting, and I think
you're
That's
ready
a
to
little
go.
pressure.
Boy, I tell you, we could really make history tonight on
Absolutely.
Nobody Cares Sports Show with 1,000 points, huh? 4 more points for Tumby and we're good to go, huh?
Absolutely.
All right, well, that would be just fantastic. And again, thank you, Eric, so much for coming up here tonight. We do appreciate you. We appreciate all you guys do. You do care. There's a lot of people that care. And that's one of the things that Danny's trying to do with Nobody Cares Sports Show. He's trying to fill the gaps a little bit for things that people seem to have forgotten about.
Well,
but you can't forget about this great game here. I mean, this is great. These students, there's 1,500 people here tonight watching this game.
Actually, there's 1,800.
1,800.
And everybody's doing a great job. And thank you guys for being here, and thank you for doing
we
this.
love it. Yeah,
And,
we're glad that we were able to pull this off.
Awesome.
It's our first time out of the box. Danny's got a little experience on this, but I don't. And, the whole thing is that they tell me nobody cares, But I think that we try and care about what's happening with our youth in Staten Island. We got a lot of kids coming up. They come from the CYO leagues in Staten Island up to these high schools. And it's got to be a feed, right? I mean, do they, scout these kids today?
I think with the CYO, and I know in terms of Curtis, the Hurricanes, in football, and with all the travel baseball. So absolutely, I think
it's big, right?
It's tremendous.
And kids play ball year round. I mean, baseball now is like a year-round thing. Kids play fall ball, winter ball. High school teams go to Florida for spring training camp.
All these sports are 12 months a year, and I think I think there's some good in it, but I also think there's some bad in it. So as a parent, you want to make sure that you're monitoring what your children are doing and keeping a good eye on them.
Yeah, I guess kids can overdo it too.
Absolutely.
In sports, huh?
And I think kids should do more than one sport, unless when you get to high school, focus on that if you're getting a scholarship, but there's very few and far between. So play as many as you can, do as many things as you can.
Do you have any two-sport players on the Curtis Varsity roster tonight for basketball?
For basketball.
Are there any football players out there tonight?
No, they will be. We do.
Okay.
But they can't play yet because, unfortunately, we just lost to Saturday Mid, but we do.
Tough loss. Very proud of you guys. Put
Thank
some
you.
effort in there.
Thank
Tough break, 99-yard return.
Yep.
Coach Gambo's doing a fabulous
Tremendous
job there
job.
over the years. And
Tremendous
everybody,
job.
you got a lot to be proud of up there defending the castle, as you guys like to say up
I
there
certainly
in
am.
Curtis.
In my 19 years, I couldn't be prouder to be a Curtis
You want to give
Warrior.
a shout-out to anybody before I let you go, Eric?
No, I just want to thank you guys for doing it and doing a great job. And I'm excited, and hopefully we can make a turnaround.
Thanks.
Thanks
we'll
a lot.
be right back now with the head JV coach from St. Peter's High School. Just in a bit, folks. Hey, welcome back to the Nobody Cares Sports Show. I'm here with Jason Leone, the head coach from Oswego State University. He's down here tonight watching this game, looking at some potential talent. What do you see, Jason?
I see some good players on both teams. It's really impressive, the level of play, and these teams are going at it and have been for quite some time. So see some good prospects on both teams.
Yeah, what do you think of this game? Is Nick Curtis has the players to come back and catch up with St. Peter's?
Absolutely. Once the emotions of the game kind of settled down after the first 4 or 5 minutes, I thought they settled in a little bit as well. Both teams got some guys that can really play, and anytime you get into one of these rivalry settings, the game's never over till it's over.
Yeah, it's a great rivalry. But the two big guys, the two power forwards are going at it, Askew and Murphy, right? I mean, they're racking up all the points and going hard.
Well, Murphy's such a matchup problem because he can step out and play so well on the perimeter, and you can tell he's a special talent. Askew from Curtis, he's really impressive in terms of his ability to just bang inside, but then also, he got the ball on the perimeter. They're playing off him. He dribbled at him a couple times and pulled up from 15 feet.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had that in his game.
Yeah,
so.
I saw that tonight, too. I was surprised at that, too. But I'm a little disappointed in Curtis is cleaning up after themselves to get that rebound and get the basket. That's what I think they got to do.
Yeah. I think that's their game, is kind of using their athleticism a little bit, getting some points.
Well, we're good, Coach. We appreciate you coming up here. We got about 1 second left before we come back here, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much, Coach Jason Leone from Oswego State University. Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving, Coach.
Likewise. Thank you.
And we're back now for the second half.
Peters takes the ball.
That was the Commodores report, brought to you by the Commodore. Ryan Woods went completely missing at halftime, probably because his team got buried in the first game. So now we had the Oswego coach on.
Yeah, that was a great fill-in. Jason Leone, the head coach from Oswego State University basketball down here tonight, watching these two teams. As I said in the first half, Dan, there's a lot of talent here. There's a lot of coaches down here looking at these two guys, in particularly Murphy and Oswego.
All right, now Curtis with the ball. Askew driving the lane. He's called for a travel, and it'll be Peters' ball, not the way Curtis wanted to start out the half. Peters leads 34-23. Third quarter just underway. Liam Murphy with the ball now. Askew guarding him. Pick set up top by Clancy. Murphy fires off the mark. Second chance rebound grabbed by Masiga. And then it's kicked back out to Chris Clancy.
They're trying to reset it up again here to Clancy. Oh, a nice block.
A big block underneath by Adelaide Oyakonmi. Curtis out the other way. And looks like he got a little bit more than ball on that one. And it's going to be Robbie Mitchell, the junior, headed to the line, shooting two.
You think he'll be shooting two?
And the first one up and in.
That's good. Seems like this kid's been on the foul line an awful lot tonight.
Yeah, the second one up and in. The Commodore, there's just so many things he's not allowed to touch in the booth, so you might have overheard us saying, no, don't touch that.
I fix stuff. Let me tell you, I'm a fixer.
Don't touch the red button, Commodore.
Yeah.
All right, Clancy now with the ball. And he takes a big step, no call. Kicks it down to Murphy. Murphy now passes back to Clancy, fires a three off the mark. Jeloni Clark with the ball. Curtis looking to push.
Little different approach by the Eagles going for the outside shots here in the second half, Dan. They stopped driving the ball.
Well, maybe they figured they'd start a highlight film if they can.
I don't know. What they were doing in the first half was working well. Why change?
Curtis working it around. And they're going to say a push foul underneath the hoop going against St. Peter's. I am so hungry. If anybody out there wants to bring a hot dog to the booth, don't fret.
We need a good food sponsor is what we need.
Oh, forget about it.
Maybe we could call Mom. She could bring us something.
All right, and there is a shot from Oyekanmi.
6:04 remaining in the second
third
period.
quarter.
They got the scoreboard wrong up here.
Well, nobody cares. That's why. And here's St. Peter's now bringing the ball across the court. That's number 15, Tommy Latito.
Oh, he's down.
Oh, number 3 falls right to the ground. Jamal Achille. They're going to call jump ball here.
Oh, jump ball.
Possession arrow.
Possession arrow is Curtis.
Curtis High School.
I think this is a big one here for Curtis.
And that's
Peter's
a
called
timeout.
a timeout just to talk about it. This is a point here where if Curtis is going to get back in this game, 34-27, we're almost halfway through the third period. They got to get busy. They really got to get busy. Curtis got to come up here, get a basket, come down, make a stop, get back in this game if they're going to make it interesting.
Well, they're in a position to do so. Down close to 10. They've cut it 34-27 here. 5:46 to go in the third quarter. And Coach Archibald willing his team clearly outmatched here. And there's a reason why Peters was favored in this ball game.
Well, let's see what they do here coming out. Like I said, Dan, if Curtis is going to get back in this game, I think it starts right now. I think that timeout was called by Coach Driscoll from Peters, too, by the way. There's something he was unhappy with, maybe.
Here's Jelani Clark bringing it across the timeline. Wasabi all over him. Masiga all over him.
From outside.
Oh, there's a three nailed by Curtis. Robbie Mitchell hits from downtown. Curtis down by 4, 34-20, 34-30. And Peters comes back and immediately answers. Jamal Achille with the basket underneath. Curtis looking to come back and answer on their own. Yeah. And boom, there's
now
a
we're
hit.
Moving and grooving, coming up and down the court.
Back and forth, they trade baskets. Peters 36, Curtis 32.
Curtis got to keep this number 5 Nabi Wasiga out of the game. That's the key to them.
He's got a hell of a name to pronounce, and we call it often.
Yeah, he's good.
14, top of the key, gets his own rebound. Kicks it underneath to number 3. I'd say the names if I could, but they're moving
Curtis
way
got to get a
too
rebound
quick.
here. Oh, baby.
And Curtis can't seem to come up with the basket on the other end. Peters pushing. Up tempo here, and they call a foul against St. Peter's. No. What's going on here? Absolutely, it's against Peters. What happened there, Commodore?
I don't know. We were having some technical difficulties.
Well, it's hotter than an oven up here.
What happened is they're giving Curtis another shot here, and that's 3 fouls on who is that there?
Jelani Clark with the ball. Kicks it up top to Robbie Mitchell. Robbie Mitchell now to the star, Oyekanmi.
That's 3 on Clancy.
Oyekanmi drives towards the lane, spins, and he's fouled before the shot.
Basket was good.
Basket was good. It won't count. The foul's on number 5, Nabi Masiga. Curtis pushing the ball around. Oh, an air ball underneath. Try to be a nice play with it, but Peters comes up with the ball. And that is number 14, Liam Murphy now driving the lane.
Well, he drove right on 2 guys.
And there's a foul on Masiga. That is a frustration foul, and he's going to watch out. He can get a technical.
Absolutely.
(38-32), Peters leads. 3:33 remaining in the third quarter. The inbound from Robbie Mitchell. Jeloni Clark setting up his offense at half court. Darnell Askew comes up to the top of the key to make a pick. The ball is kicked to the corner now for Oyakonmi, who now brings it back to Clark. Clark to Robbie. Robbie fires a three. It's off the mark. Peters with the rebound.
Well, there didn't seem to be any sense of urgency there on the part of the Warriors on that possession.
There's a drive and a kick to Masiga. Masiga to the cutting Clancy. Clancy behind his back. Murphy behind his back. Oh, Doctor, shades of Magic Johnson.
Ooh-wee. That's a highlight film right there.
Ball out of bounds on Peters. Going to be Curtis Ball.
Substitution.
2 subs coming in the game here for Peters. Number 2, Miles Kalani coming in, and number 24, Mike Lafredo. And for Curtis, number 11, Garrison Watkins checking out of the game. Eric Jarecki back into the game for the Warriors.
2:44 remaining in the third period.
Curtis with the inbound. You guessed it, their star player fires a three, and it's off the mark. Peters pushing the tempo. Murphy with the ball. Kicks it into the corner to number 12, Clancy, who buries a three.
Downtown. Clancy again with the three.
Peters back up 11, 43-32.
And a foul.
And on the other end, Garrison Watkins drove the lane and was fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I think that was on number 24 for the Eagles. That was Lafredo.
First one is off the mark. But I tell you, we have no idea what we're doing up in this broadcast.
Absolutely, we're trying to get a handle on it. We've got 3 Eagles with 3 fouls each, though. Clancy, Mizwiga, and Lafredo.
Really interesting how you pronounce that second name in Masiga.
Good, I just blew right through that.
Second basket good for Curtis, down by 10, 2:17 to go.
Nobody cares. Except for the kids. I
That's
care
it.
about
Well,
that. He's the big guy outside again, Dan.
Now the big man, now Tommy Latito with the ball, passing it underneath to Jamal Achille, back to Latito, who cuts into the lane. A little give and go action. Jamal Achille from
Great
downtown.
possession by the Eagles.
Eagles now up by 13, starting to stretch the lead. Jeloni Clark with the ball in the corner.
Oh, he stepped out.
Stepped out of bounds. Eagles ball. Gotta wonder if Curtis is starting to feel the pressure now.
It's getting late in the game here now. You got 1:42 remaining in the third period. You're down by 13.
Holy Hannah, can we get a cheeseburger to the press booth?
Diet Coke, anything.
Refugees get treated better than this, and there's a timeout by St. Peter's.
You got to pick up a nice food sponsor.
1:32 remaining in the third quarter. In the third quarter, Peters 46, Curtis 33. Folks, if you're out there listening, this is Maker Park Radio. You're tuned in to makerparkradio.nyc. This is a live event, and this is the first live sports broadcast brought to you by this station. We'd like to thank our sponsors in Tom & Company. Please visit Tom & Company for all of your print, media, and advertising needs. And as well, we'd like to thank the good folks over at Maker Park Radio for setting us up here tonight and providing Staten Island with the entertainment.
Absolutely. They do a fantastic job.
You guys need this out there. Nobody else would broadcast it. Nobody cares. Sports is on the scene.
Tom Ferry and his wife, Kristen, just fantastic individuals doing this for our community, Dan.
Unbelievable. We don't deserve them. They're like dogs. We don't deserve them.
He's here with us this evening, helping us as our production engineer. Shouts at MVP here going on. MVP from the Curtis end. They're calling for MVP for their big guy.
Well, they built a lead.
Yeah, they're calling it.
Jamal Achille drives, and he's fouled by number 0, Adelaide Oyekanmi.
This 13-point deficit could be too much for the Warriors to overcome. But we got a lot of time left here, Dan. We got a whole nother quarter. Got 1:15 left in the third. Score, St. Peter's 46, Curtis 33.
First one is up and off the mark. Checking back in for the Warriors is number 5, Bruce Goods. Jeloni Clark leaving the game. Second one in. Peters up 14, 47-33. 1:14 to go in the third. Curtis bringing the ball over across on their side of the court. Kicks it over to number 15. Oh, and he loses the ball. Down the other end, it looked like Askew got all ball, and they're going to call the foul on him. Now I'm going to have to check with my statistician and see how many fouls Askew has.
He's got 2, Danny. 2 fouls on him.
Very active with his hands for only 2 fouls.
That's what we got by our official statistician over here, Dom Spinelli.
You got to trust him. Dom Spinelli's official.
Go with it, yeah, absolutely. He's doing a fantastic job over here, him and his grandkids.
He is also starving and thirsty.
Yeah, he's hungry.
Second one up and good. Peters now leads 48-33.
54 seconds left.
54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Oyekanmi passing it over to, doesn't matter. Here's a 3 from the corner. We can't keep up with these kids if you paid us. That's right, we're not getting paid. Curtis bangs it in from underneath the hoop, down 13. 48-35, 35 seconds to go in the third.
Oh, that was key there, Dan. The way he got in there and cleaned up that rebound on the, after he missed a 3 from the outside. We got to see more of that from Curtis.
Beautiful cut underneath, and he cannot finish. Liam Murphy could not finish the basket. Oyekanmi loses the ball, tipped out by Peters. It'll stay this way. Curtis possession. And it looks like we've got 18 seconds left here in the third quarter, Commodore.
Absolutely. Getting close, Dan. Pretty soon we'll be eating turkey.
And that's the kick out 3 to Robbie Mitchell. Ooh. Off the mark. Oyekanmi gets it blocked. 10 seconds to go. And doctor. And 1. Count it, and the foul. Liam Murphy headed to the line.
That's a tough one. I didn't see that.
I think the referee exhaled from being tired from running the court.
That was a beautiful break by
and he whistled.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
And then he just stuck with it, because I didn't see a foul there, Commodore.
I'm telling you.
I tell you, it's hard enough to win a game. Not that we're biased in any way. We like both of these teams and wish them both the best of luck.
Peters up by 16.
Here's a 3 at the end of the game, off the mark by Oyekanmi. The score at the end of 3, Peters 51, Curtis 35.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my granddaughters Abigail and Caitlin down in Middletown, New Jersey. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Also, I can't forget the commish, Pete Quinn at BBSI Staten Island. My man got us through the traffic here to get here on time tonight.
But seriously, how many grandkids do you have?
I have 5 beautiful granddaughters, Dan. I'm blessed. After raising 3 animals with you and your brothers, God gave me 3 beautiful granddaughters. Don't punch me. We're on the air. I'm the Commodore.
And Curtis has to do something here if they want to mount what seems to be an insurmountable comeback. This is their largest deficit of the ball game. Now down 16 points heading into the fourth quarter.
Well, you know, it's not surprising. St. Peter's did win the Staten Island Championship last year. Good program. Curtis went very far in the PSAL playoffs. We're early in the year right now. This is about coming out, getting your feet wet, Dan, for a lot of these kids.
That's right. And if you are enjoying this program and you'd like to see more events in the community, we have a Toys for Tots drive at Flagship Brewery Saturday, December 8th, featuring 3 live bands, and all the proceeds go to Staten Island families in need. The fourth quarter underway here. Masiga with the ball, sets up the offense.
Askew leads Curtis with 15 points.
St. Peter's crowd comes alive. Peters looking to pour it on with a missed 3 there and a miscommunication. A silly pass.
Boy, they just got to think a little harder.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's time to regroup a little bit here. You get 16-point deficit.
I'm not sure what Eric Jaricki was thinking when he passed the ball there.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking either. The kid made a bad play. It happens. He'll make up for it. He'll be back.
And now Peters inbounding the ball. This is Liam Murphy at the top of the key. Kicking it over to Tommy. Tries the 2-pointer and is fouled underneath the hoop. He'll be shooting 2. First one is up for Peters. Slowly pulling away now. 52-35. I think the scoreboard guy took the night off. He's not telling any points. Maybe he's a Curtis fan. Second one drops as well.
Again, Curtis comes across no sense of urgency.
And that's a 3 fired from the corner. Curtis.
I think we got a charity bag.
Oh, and a big steal by Jeloni Clark, who drives it coast to coast and misses. Askew with the rebound, drives it up and in, is fouled. He'll head to the line.
Beautiful.
And 1.
Well, somebody's listening, Dan. We just got some pretzels and hot dogs delivered to the booth, and I know you're busy.
There is a God.
Mm-hmm. $16-point lead still holding for St. Peter's Eagles. They're looking pretty good right now, Dan. 6:58 left in the fourth.
Longest journey starts with a single step, Commodore.
Yep. A lot of basketball left in the season for both teams. They're just getting started.
Second one drops. Curtis down, 53-38. Applying the pressure here in the full court press. Masiga now with the ball, setting up the offense. He's guarded by Robbie Mitchell. Masiga drives, no good. Ooh. Rebound, Bruce Goods.
Now, when you're up 16, you can get away with that.
Clark fires a 3 off the mark. He didn't follow a shot. Kind of just stood there and said, I can't believe I missed
said
it.
that earlier, Dan. They got to go in and clean up after themselves and, get that rebound and put it in.
Got to hustle. You got to want it.
Yeah, basics.
Peters showing more heart and skill right now, but that's not to say Curtis isn't in this ball game.
That's another foul on Okembe.
I love when you try and pronounce these kids' names. That is another foul on Adelaide Oyekanmi. It's absolutely incredible.
That's 4, Dan.
That is now 4 fouls on Curtis's star player, Adelaide Oyekanmi.
I have trouble with Murphy and O'Neill and Pat and Mike. I can't remember that stuff. I can't pronounce names.
That's fine.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Peters with the ball.
I like the kid.
Not for long. Curtis
kid.
with the interception. Askew's got to slow down his dribbling. He is a big man. He cannot dribble like that. No. Looks like we've got a stoppage in play here.
What do we got? That's away from the ball?
We call a loose ball foul.
Really?
Away from the play. Unreal. Robbie Mitchell inbounds now. Garrison Watkins. Curtis down, 53-38. 5:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Curtis kicks it into the paint. Now back out. Robbie passes it over to the star of the team. He's missing tonight. Askew grabs the rebound, goes up strong, can't punch it in, taps it in again on the third effort.
That's what's happening to Curtis all night tonight, Dan.
Second chance opportunity points.
Yeah, second and third. The first one's got to drop. You don't have to worry about the second chance then.
And now Peters looking to add on to their 13-point lead.
5 minutes left.
We got a foul driving in the lane, and he will not be shooting. I'm going to say it happened before the act of shooting.
Yep,
and that was Liam Murphy driving.
We woke up the Peters fans again. They got something to cheer about right now.
Oh, they got towels over there.
Curtis actually quiet over there. Those poor guys with no shirts on hanging up there. I hope Curtis comes back. Give him something
It's
to cheer
not
about.
over yet, Commodore.
It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Our statistician is pounding pretzels.
I'm
not sure that he's got everything.
I want you to know he's doing a heck of a job
There
over
is an
here.
interception. A nice play by Darnell Askew, who kicks it up to Oyekanmi. Back to Askew, who drives, gets his own rebound, and puts it in.
There
Curtis now down 11 points, 53-42, 4:45 to go in the fourth.
You don't get any help. You got to do it yourself.
Peters working around wide open.
Sound asleep,
And
Curtis.
there's a dunk from Liam Murphy, our first dunk of the game.
Wow, sound asleep.
Oyekanmi with the ball now. Sizes up, holds it, drives the lane, and
Nice
hits.
basket.
Oh, doctor. And that is going to be his 1,000th point. Adelaide Oyekanmi. We have just witnessed history here tonight at the College of Staten Island Arena. Adelaide Oyekanmi, a 4-year starter for Curtis High School.
This is history, folks, right here on Nobody Cares Sports Show.
1,000-point scorer. Have a look, folks.
Wow. His mom and dad out there with him. Looks like a brother, maybe grandma. Beautiful. What a beautiful family he's got. What an honor to be here tonight to witness this. There's a bright spot for Curtis Warriors tonight with this kid's play. He's a leader on this team. He's a senior.
And
to get his 1,000 point on Thanksgiving Eve is something that he's never, ever going to forget.
Absolutely not. And just what a great moment here. And, of course, Coach Driscoll agreeing to allow this game to be stopped and celebrate for a moment. Absolutely. Class act between a bitter rivalry here.
All around, Dan. These people care. This is what they do. They do it well. They do it year in and year out.
That's right, and you saw that 1,000th point basket. Nobody Cares Sports Show here at MakerParkRadio.nyc. You're watching a live event, the first live event sports broadcast that we've ever had. As we see number 15, Tommy Latito, kick it over to Masiga. Masiga, double pressured, drives the lane. Peters, I got to be honest with you, when they pass the ball to more than 3 kids, it's way too hard for me to keep up with.
Yeah, no, it's hard. I'm not even seeing that. I'm about 3 plays behind you, Dan.
Curtis comes out the other way after a missed 3 by Masiga. A stop and pop by Jeloni Clark off the mark.
And that's going the other way. That's going to the Peters.
Kicked out of bounds by Curtis. We've got 3:51 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Curtis down 11.
Okay, Curtis could go on a run here and get back in this game and make it interesting. I'd like to see that happen.
Anything can happen. Number 12, Chris Clancy. Pressured by the junior. Up top, a 3 from Liam Murphy off the mark. And a hustle rebound by Peters. And they're just getting outworked at this point.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Starting to get a little tired now. We got 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that looked like a carry to me. I don't know.
Did we talk about that in the car the other night?
Talk about what a carry is.
What is this? That's a carry? That was beautiful. I don't think they call that anymore. Here he comes again.
Ref can't see anyway.
No. Kicks it out.
And a lot of passing going on is all I could tell you. And then a miss by St. Peter's.
Oh, he just took it right out of his hands there.
I mean, they are bodying underneath.
That's coming this way.
A lot of grinding.
That's Curtis ball. There's a lot of grinding for nothing to show for it. Down to St. Peter's end that time.
Foul on number 12, Chris Clancy, the senior.
That's 13-point difference. Here comes Curtis.
Jelani Clark with the ball. Passes to Oyakami and back up top to Harrison.
Well, I think Curtis is going to get to work here. Coach Archibald took his coat off, opened up the tie.
Well, we got ourselves an 11-point game, 57-46. 2:32 to go. Curtis applying the pressure on defense.
Curtis fans coming back to life over there.
And a good steal there.
Go.
An outlet pass to Robbie.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's
That's
cut
not
off.
a foul?
There's no foul.
That's not a foul?
Coach Archibald absolutely losing his mind on the sideline.
Poor kid got mugged.
Here's a three from the corner. Tipped out by St. Peter's. They're going to hold it and waste a little clock as we approach the 2 minutes. Oh, and a beautiful crossover feed underneath to Masiga, who doesn't shoot it, passes it, kicks out.
Oh, this kid,
Liam Murphy.
Liam Murphy, boy, he is all over out here. I hope this coach from Oswego is getting a look at this Liam Murphy out here. He's running the court.
Well, he is. He is watching from right next to us. And he doesn't appear to be wearing glasses.
No,
so
nice
I can
fella. Young guy.
clearly see.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting old. Really.
Anyway, we've got Jelani Clark at the line. He'll be shooting two, attempting to pull the Warriors to within single digits for the first time since early in the third quarter.
1:44 remaining in the fourth.
First one is no good.
Got to make those. Got to make those free throws. So important.
Starts with the basics. It's called the charity stripe for a reason.
Got to hang around the gym in the off season and make those.
Jelani fires the second one. He's good. It's a 10-point game. And we've got a timeout on the floor, St. Peter's.
It's getting interesting. Curtis making a little run back here, Dan.
Well, I tell you, a 10-point game, 1:49 to go in the fourth quarter. They are within striking distance, but the Warriors haven't been able to play the game that they wanted to play and push the tempo and run the ball up and down the court. St. Peter's, if they can play a half-court tempo game for the rest of this fourth quarter, I think Peters is going to take it. But you never know.
If Peters keeps the pace slow, they could walk out of here triumphant tonight. But I think they're starting to clean up on the second shot a little better. They're a little smarter. I think you're going to see a little sense of urgency over here by the Curtis Warriors coming out trailing 10 with 1:44 left in the fourth period here tonight. What do you think, Dan? You think the Curtis is going to come out running a little bit? I mean, it's 1:44, 10 points. What do? You get your big guys got all your points.
I'll tell you what, 1:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. Curtis down by 10. It's do or die. Win or cry. They got to lay it out all on the line here. And, of course, this is only the first game of the season.
This is just bragging rights around New Brighton and West Brighton. That's all it comes down to. We've
People,
got long seasons ahead of them, Dan.
People care.
Yeah, they do care. Yeah. And a lot of people don't care. Some people care. Some people don't. Right now, I'm caring. I think we're going to have a good, exciting ending to this contest here tonight. Both teams have worked very hard, Dan. Both teams have really worked very hard.
From the left-hand side, St. Peter's will be inbounding the ball. Curtis with the full court pressure. Now they ease up. Peters brings it across the timeline. And there's a foul called away from the ball.
Quick whistle.
Foul's going to be on number 11, Garrison Watkins.
Comes Adelaide back in the game.
Yeah, Adelaide back in the game. He's got 4 fouls. Right?
Yeah.
One more and he's gone. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be careful here. But I think, I'd let him foul out and take the applause walking off. 1,000-point game here tonight, Thanksgiving Eve.
Well, I'm sure he'd like to get the win.
He'd like to get the win too,
right? Yeah, that second basket up and in. Peters now up by 12. 59-47.
About a minute 30 remaining.
They're going to need to push the pace here a little bit. Oh.
Again.
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
And
Possession's going to be Curtis on this one, Dan.
good call, Commodore. You're right. Curtis ball, 1:23 to go, down by 12. They'll inbound underneath their own hoop. Adelaide passes it up top. Now swung back underneath. Robbie drives the lane, gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. Curtis down 10.
Again. 4 guys standing around. Got to get in the paint, get that rebound, help your teammate out, Dan.
Timeout on the floor. Curtis down 10, 59-49. 1:12 remaining in the game. And just a quick shout out to our friends over at Partners in Sounds, helping us out with our needs over here tonight with a beautiful stand that's helping us with our banner.
Attaboy, Massimo.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's good to be the Commodore.
Unfortunately, I have to paint Massimo's garage.
Well, I got to tell you, one thing I just want to say is when I go to St. Peter's Curtis basketball, I always think of Aunt Joan Gum, okay, the legendary girls coach at St. Peter's basketball who took women's basketball to a different level in this country altogether. And now the Jakes Committee has an award that's given out every year to one of the outstanding female basketball players in high school. It's the Joan Gum Award. So I'm just excited about that. And I just want to give that shout out there to the entire Gum family.
And everybody down there at Main Street Coffee, right?
Absolutely. Main Street Coffee. Need a good cup of coffee? Go to Main Street Coffee out on Main Street in Tottenville.
There you go.
Tell them Nobody Cares radio show.
Nobody cares anyway. 1:12 to go. Curtis down 10. Peters inbounding the ball to your left. Will Curtis be able to make a game out of it? They'll have to cut it to within single digits and fire a couple threes at this point.
Oh, absolutely. They need a couple of good breaks here. They need a good turnover. There's only 1:11 left.
There you go. Now they're putting the pressure on. And a timeout called by Coach Charlie Driscoll of the St. Peter's Eagles. Couldn't get the ball across half court there. Good pressure by the Warriors.
Yeah, it's a good call by Charlie. Waste that time out there right now. You're up by 10. You can afford it. You don't want to turn the ball over to Curtis and give him an opportunity to get back in this game right now. With 1:07 remaining, the score now, St. Peter's 59, Curtis 49, here at the College of Staten Island Tank.
Yes, welcome to the tank, they call it.
Nobody has left, Dan, I'll tell you that. There might be a 10-point difference in this game, but nobody left.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. A lot of heart and a lot of tradition on both sides with this program.
And listen, this was a great bunch of fans here tonight. Very well-behaved bunch of students, along with mom and dad and coaches and scouts and who knows what else we got around here. Just like to thank the College of Staten Island for having us here tonight. Their athletic director, who you were in touch with, did a super job accommodating us here tonight.
They could have thrown us out at any time, but they let us stay.
Yeah. I think they'll let us back too, Dan. Maybe.
I don't know about that one.
Here we go, Dan. You ready? We got 1:01 left in this game.
Just over a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. I am your play-by-play host, Danny Shenad, joined by my color commentator, the Commodore.
I'm the Commodore.
Peters looking to inbound to your left next to the Curtis bench. 1:07 remaining in the game.
Here we go.
They get it in. Curtis applying the pressure. And they just get it across the timeline.
Yeah, as a foul.
And we're going to play this game until it seems the buzzer goes off. Curtis has to stop the clock. That's what they did. And this is Chris Clancy at the line.
Yeah. He's played a heck of a game, this kid, Chris Clancy. He was very impressive. He hustled his tail off tonight. He really did.
Clancy and Murphy.
Clancy and Murphy.
Yeah,
Lee and
Clancy
Murphy. Who would have thought, man? Clancy and Murphy.
All right, now the Warriors. Burning clock. Need to fire a three. Robbie has it. Decides to drive the lane instead. He's fouled as he attempts to shoot. Now I believe he's going to go to the line here. And this is Robbie Mitchell.
48 seconds remaining.
Shooting two. Curtis down 10.
I'd like to just thank our key grip, B.J. McNamara, on helping us get this set up here tonight. And of course, our producer, Fred Mangin. Where would we be without Fred Mangin? He's the man behind the scenes. He makes all of these things happen for us. And our sponsors as well. Maker Park Radio.
Can't believe we have sponsors,
Yeah,
but
it's really fantastic. Tom and Company.
Tom and Company.
That's great. If you're interested in being a sponsor, you can give Dan a shout out, reach him, give him a personal message. We're always looking for help, especially if you got a pizza business and you can deliver something like that.
I mean, if you want to deliver a pizza
Yeah,
or report on a local game, let us know. We'll take pepperoni and we'll take whatever game you're going
Right.
to.
If you're a local yacht club and you'd like to sponsor us as well, or, if you're sponsoring Maker Park Radio, that's what you do.
I like boats.
Here we go, folks. He's shooting 2. Back to you, Dan.
This is Robbie Mitchell at the line, trying to get it to within single digits. The first one is good. It's a 9-point game. Second shot is up and good. 8-point game. Peters looking to inbound the ball. Curtis pressuring. The full court press is on.
Curtis needs a turnover.
Masiga throws the ball. It goes off
It's off his foot. Called it a kick ball.
That's going to be Peters' ball.
Yeah, not much time went off, Dan. 46.4 still remaining. 8 points. Curtis. Yeah, they're not done yet. He stepped out.
Oh, doctor.
No way. He's not watching the same thing I saw.
Now let me tell you what happened on this play,
That
folks.
was right in front of the Curtis bench.
Right in front of the Curtis bench, there is a foul call. They're going to say that the defender pushed the man with the ball out of bounds. Coach Archibald saying that the man with the ball stepped out of bounds under his own fruition.
Yeah.
And the foul came after. That's not how they're calling it, and it's going to be 1-1 for St. Peter's.
Look who's on the line.
There he is again. That's Chris Clancy, 6'2" senior, nails the first shot.
Boy, they carried a lot of weight for their team.
Big kids.
Yeah, big kids.
Second one is up and in. The lead now back up to 10 for Peters.
Liam Murphy's only a junior.
Curtis keeps driving the lane as if there's plenty of time, but they're stupidly fouled by St. Peter's. And we've got the St. Peter's fans singing to the Curtis fans.
Serenading them, Dan. Serenading them as they go.
Well, they may just have bragging rights. We'll find out in
Well,
38
I got
seconds.
a feeling these two teams might see one another again in the Staten Island Championship if they're both lucky.
First one up and in for Oyekanme, who gets the Name of the Night award.
Absolutely.
Adelaide Oyekanme. Great name.
Shame we didn't interview him before the game.
Second one is up and in. It is back to an 8-point deficit.
Coming back to the line, folks.
The best part about not getting paid, folks, is we could really rag on the refs all we want. I mean, I don't think we're going to get allotted at another play. I'm not necessarily ragging on them at this point, but
Listen, I'm sure that in their eyes, they made the best possible calls they could. These guys, hard-working guys that do this as a second job. I give them a lot of credit. They get assignments all over the city. They do a good job, Dan.
that's why we have balance on this show. But I got to be honest with you, nobody cares. I'm allowed to do this.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. He might want to come up here and have a word with us afterwards.
No, I don't think he's allowed to. 61-53. He buries the second one. It is a 9-point deficit for the Curtis Warriors. Now they bring the ball across the court. They're going to have to fire a three. Instead, they drive the lane yet again. He's fouled and hits the shot. So he'll be going for the conventional 3-point play. Shades of the Commodore back when he played. My God.
I never played. I wasn't allowed on a basketball court.
And here we are, 62-55. Now he's off the mark with his second one.
Yeah, it's coming the other way.
And they're slowly starting to head towards the
I think they're
exits
singing
here.
the Eagles fight song, or St. Peter's song. We should have had a couple of guys singing their fight songs, too. I know the Curtis fight song, by the way.
That's great. We'll save that for when we're off the air. You start that, I'll turn your mic off. And number 3 heading to the line for the St. Peter's Eagles.
That's Achille.
Jamal Achille.
Mike Brennan taught me that song, the Honorable Judge Brennan.
Second shot falls. Peters 64, Curtis 55. Oyakami with the ball, and he's fouled.
Wow.
Foul by Masiga, and I don't know. I think that was a frustration foul. I'm not sure what he's frustrated with.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about then. He was a little ticked off earlier in the evening, too. I don't know.
Has he fouled out,
Yeah,
Masiga?
Yeah, is Masiga gone? That's it. 5, he's done.
5 fouls for number 5, and
Can
now
I
he's
kid you?
out.
He played a good game.
Almost wrapped up here at the College of Staten Island. 20 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here at the College of Staten Island, home of the Dolphins, where they fear the Fin.
Beautiful facility here, Dan. Beautiful facility.
First one off the mark. And Askew thought it was a live ball. The official corrected him there and reminded him this is 2 shots. Well, we saw a lot of energy tonight from both teams, and it was exactly how it was played up to be, a heavyweight bout where St. Peter's looks to slow down the game, stop Curtis from running the floor, and hats off to Coach Driscoll.
Yeah, he succeeded. He did exactly, what he said his game plan was. Coach Archibald did give props to a couple of their big guys. He said the matchups were going to be a little tough. He said he did lose some guys last year. He's coming back, a bit of a rebuilding year, but first game.
Second shot off the mark. Curtis fighting for the ball. We're going to have a jump ball here. I think this is going to be Peter's ball.
That's right.
Possession arrow, Eagles. And with St. Peter's up by 9, 15.5 to go. Curtis looking for the steal in desperation times here.
Yeah. 13 seconds
They call it
left.
jump ball, no foul.
Yeah,
Curtis ball.
That's coming Curtis' way right now. 13 seconds remaining.
Don't remote start those cars yet, folks.
Yeah.
A lot of dribbling going on. And that just about does it. St. Peter's will dribble the ball out. They win the Thanksgiving Eve Classic here at the College of Staten Island. It's the St. Peter's Eagles 64, Curtis 55. I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing these two teams again, possibly in the Staten Island Championship game. Commodore, your thoughts on this?
Oh, my thoughts, it was a good ball game tonight. I think that both teams stuck with their game plans. I think Curtis needed to do a little better cleanup on their rebounding underneath the boards. I think that Murphy and our other guy, the other Irish kid, Murphy and Clancy were just a little too much for Curtis tonight, Dan.
I completely agree with you. I didn't think that they were going to be as dominant as they were. I did expect Curtis to come out and move the ball with a little bit more fluidity and charisma.
Well,
and
I think the big guys slowed that down. I also think that number 5 from St. Peter's, who fouled out of the game, Nabi Wasiga, I think he's sort of like the.
I have to correct you one more time. This is amazing, Masiga. There you go. It's fine. Yeah, but Masiga, good.
You know what I'm saying?
Great player.
That kid played a good game. He's probably one of the big reasons why St. Peter's won this game tonight. His defense alone. On the Peters end tonight.
Well, on the Peters end tonight, we've got our point scorers, and Jamal Achille led St. Peter's with 19 points. Jamal Achille. And then, of course, the man we were just talking about, Nabi Masiga, he had 7 points. Moving further down, the big guys, Chris Clancy with 15, and then Liam Murphy, second for St. Peter's with 16 points. And for the Curtis Warriors, leading the team with 22 points was Darnell Askew. Second overall in points was Adelaide Oyekanmi with 14, and then third and finally with 12 points, Robbie Mitchell. The final score from the College of Staten Island Athletic Complex, the St. Peter's Eagles 64, Curtis 55. All right, ladies and gentlemen, St. Peter's wins by a score of 9. In the paper tomorrow, I think what we're going to find is that this score was a little bit closer on paper than it actually was for the game. St. Peter's really took off here in the second half, and they were just coached very well by Coach Driscoll. They executed very well, and I thought that they played their game in the second half, the same as they did in the first.
They did. They stuck to their game plan. But just let me correct you on something that nobody cares about. There won't be any headlines tomorrow because nobody cares.
Of
the
course.
coverage that these kids got tonight is the most they're going to get out of this. But I would say the story here is our 1,000-point scorer tonight, Adelaide. That's something he's not going to forget. St. Peter's gets the headline with the win.
Absolutely.
Kudos to Charlie Driscoll.
St.
They
Peter's
both coached a great game.
St. Peter's now goes to 1-0 on the year. Curtis, this is actually their second contest of the year. They are now 500 at 1-1, but they opened up their Staten Island part of the schedule tonight against St. Peter's.
On the brighter part, the JV from Curtis, they did a job on the
JV
St.
for
Peter's
Curtis,
JV.
yep.
If that means anything, maybe it's a little more in the future for Coach Dwayne Archibald and the Curtis Warriors.
Well, on behalf of the Commodore, I have been your play-by-play commentator, Danny Shenad. If you have liked what you've seen here tonight and you'd like to see more broadcasted from community events here in and around Staten Island, reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, Nobody Cares Sports Show. Let us know what your kids are doing, where they're playing. We would love the opportunity to cover it. I can assure you that we'll bring a professional setup, and they're just doing great things out here for the community. We have more community events coming up with Maker Park Radio. December 8th, we're going live from
We're going live from the
Flagship
Flagship
Brewery,
Brewery,
yeah,
Toys for Tots. And listen to me, my little granddaughter, Olivia Grace, don't you think I forgot about you tonight, honey? You're a 14-year-old cheerleader out there in St. Louis, Missouri. Grandpa loves you.
Another grandchild. I think that's the real story here. For everybody, Tom and Company, Maker Park Radio, Partners in Sound. Who am I forgetting here?
Oh, Tom and Company.
We got Tom and Company. It doesn't
the
matter.
Spinelli family, our statisticians.
Right. Our statistician,
Maker Park Radio,
Don
Maker
Spinelli.
Space.
Our key grip man.
Anybody that wants to sponsor us.
BJ McNamara, Fred Madgen, our producer. On behalf of everybody here, Curtis, St. Peter's, once again, the final score, St. Peter's 64, Curtis 55. This has been a presentation of Nobody Cares Sports Show. This is the Commodore. I'm Danny Shenad. You can tune in on Saturday night on MakerParkRadio.nyc for another edition of Nobody Cares Sports Show, where we'll be interviewing coaches from around Staten Island on the upcoming basketball season. We wish you a happy and healthy Turkey Day, folks. Get home safe.
See you, Tink and Wendy.
Good night, honey.